Good morning everyone. In the last lecture we completed our topic, that is nanomaterial. If you have any query or any doubt regarding to the nanomaterial, then you can ask me anytime. So today we are going to start a new topic, that is synthetic polymers. We are going to start a new topic, that is synthetic polymers. So what is polymers? So poly means many parts. Okay, you know that poly means what? Many parts. And the new word, that is mer, polymer, that is a part. Many. Poly means what? Many. And mer means a part. Okay. The compound or a structure made up of many parts, or we can say that many units, is known as polymer. पॉली म्हणजे काय? पॉली म्हणजे मेनी आणि मर म्हणजे पार्ट किंवा युनिट. जो कंपाऊंड मेनी पार्ट्स पासून किंवा मेनी युनिट्स पासून बनलेला असतो त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो? पॉलिमर. So in our human body there are so many compounds or so many structures like DNA, RNA, protein and carbohydrates are made up of so many parts. Okay, so they are called as polymers. So you can see here the polymers like DNA, RNA, proteins and carbohydrates are the polymers. Okay, so polymers are the high molecular weight compounds. Okay, they are made up of many parts, therefore they are called as high molecular weight compounds. Okay, so actual definition of polymer is that a polymer is defined as a complex and a giant molecule of very high molecular weight. A polymer is defined as a complex and a giant molecule of a very high molecular weight, formed by linking together a large number of similar or dissimilar monomers. Formed by linking together a large number of similar or dissimilar monomers. Okay, so now the question arises that what is monomer? Monomer means what? A repeating unit or a part. Monomer, you can say that a part or a unit is known as monomer, or we can say that a repeating unit is known as monomer. तर मोनोमर म्हणजे पॉलिमर मध्ये सारखा सारखा जो रिपीट झालेला पार्ट असतो किंवा युनिट असतो त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो? मोनोमर. Okay, so polymer is defined as a complex and a giant molecule of very high molecular weight. तर मेनी पार्ट्स मधून बनल्यामुळे त्याचं मॉलिक्युलर वेट काय असतं? व्हेरी हाय मॉलिक्युलर वेट, and it is found by linking of monomers. So this is basic definition of polymer. So there are two types of monomers. Okay, there are two types of monomers, that is one is homopolymer and second is copolymer. Means what? Only one type of monomer. Okay, only one type of monomer. असे पॉलिमर जे वन टाइप ऑफ मोनोमर म्हणजे एकच पार्ट त्यांच्यामध्ये असतो, त्यांच्यामध्ये एकच पार्ट असतो. इथं बघा, दिस ऑल आर अ सेम पार्ट. ओके, ओनली वन टाइप ऑफ मोनोमर. यामध्ये ओनली वन टाइप ऑफ मोनोमर आहे आणि त्याच्यापासून आपल्याला होमोपॉलिमर मिळतो. ओके, ज्याच्यामध्ये ओनली वन टाइप ऑफ मोनोमर असतो त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो? होमोपॉलिमर. ओके, and if suppose there are two types of monomers, okay, the polymer having two types of monomers, two different types of monomers, then the polymer is called as copolymer. म्हणजे ज्यामध्ये दोन वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीचे मोनोमर आहेत त्यांना आपण काय म्हणतो? कोपॉलिमर. The two types of monomers, that is known as copolymer. And the formation of polymer, okay, the formation of polymer, the process of formation of polymer is known as polymerization. Okay, so the formation of this process is known as polymerization. The formation of polymer is known as polymerization. Okay, so there are two types of polymers, that is homopolymer and copolymer. Now the examples are very important. So in these chapters, all examples of polymers are very important. Okay, so ethylene is a homopolymer. Why this is homopolymer? This is made up of, because this is made up of only one type of monomer, and the two types of monomers examples are styrene and butadiene. So these are made up of two different types of monomers. Therefore, this is known as copolymer, or these are the examples of copolymer. Okay, so now okay, we will see the first example of polymer, that is polyethylene. So you already heard a name, that is polyethylene. Okay, so this is monomer. Okay, this is monomer, and this process is known as polymerization, and we get the polymer. This is known as polyethylene, CH2CH2. Okay, it is a very long chain of polymer, that is here the monomer is reactant. Okay, this is a reactant monomer in the left hand side, and the polymer in the right hand side, that is the product. Okay, so why this brackets, or what this bracket indicates? The bracket indicates the repeating unit, and the lines indicate the continuous change in the both the direction. तर बघा, हे हा जो ब्रॅकेट आहे, हा ब्रॅकेट काय करतो? रिपीटेटिंग युनिट. ह्याच्यामध्ये रिपीटेटिंग युनिट कोणता आहे, म्हणजे मोनोमर कोणता आहे? CH2CH2 मधून हा फक्त पॉलिमर बनलेला आहे, आणि याच्यामध्ये रिपीटेटिंग युनिट काय आहे? CH2CH2CH2. दिस इज अ रिपीटेटिंग युनिट, अँड दिस डॅश लाईन, this lines indicates the continuous change in both the directions. Okay, this line indicates the continuous change in the both the direction. तर बेसिकली हा कंपाऊंड असा आहे बघा, CH2 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 असं ही लॉंग चेन आहे. दिस इज अ लॉंग चेन. याची चेन वाढत गेल्या. ह्या चेनला आपण कशा पद्धतीने रिप्रेझेंट केलंय? असा एक ब्रॅकेट ह्या ठिकाणी असा टाकला, आणि इन दिस डायरी ह्या ठिकाणी असा ब्रॅकेट टाकला, आणि इथं आपण सिम्पली लिहिलं एन. एन इंडिकेट मीन्स व्हॉट? नंबर ऑफ रिपीटेटिंग युनिट्स. सो सिम्पली इट इज व्हेरी लार्ज चेन. ओके, सो वी कॅन सिम्पली राईट, ही चेन पुढे वाढत गेलेली आहे बघा. ट्रिमेंडियस नंबर्स ऑफ इथं काय आहेत? CH2CH2 मॉलिक्युल्स आहेत. त्याच्यामुळे ही चेन आपण शॉर्ट फॉर्म म्हणून आपण असं लिहितो, विके ब्रॅकेट टाकून CH2CH2 and N indicates the long, or we can say the number of repeating units. Okay, so this is basic information regarding to the polymer. Polymer म्हणजे काय की repeating units of. So now we will see the classification of polymers. We will see the classification of polymers. So polymers can be classified on different types. Okay, polymers can be classified on the basis of origin, chemical structure, physical properties, mechanical behavior, thermal characters. Okay, and we will discuss this all classification one by one. Now the first classification is based on origin. Okay, तर based on origin मध्ये बघा, natural polymers. The polymers which are obtained from natural plants and animals, okay, is known as natural polymer. तर तुम्हा सगळ्यांना बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल आहे पॉलिमरचं, की आपण बघू शकतो की रबर इज द natural polymer. Then examples are cotton, rubber, plant, silk, wool, leather, animals. Okay, so these are the natural polymers. Okay, these are the natural polymers obtained from natural plants and animals. तर याच्यामध्ये बघा आपण RNA, RNA आणि DNA सुद्धा आपण याच्यामध्ये ऍड करू शकतो. These are found in animals, म्हणजे ह्युमन मध्ये सुद्धा आपल्याला DNA आणि RNA असतो. These are the natural polymers. Okay, so now next classification is synthetic polymer. So what is synthetic polymer? Synthetic polymer means are also called as man-made polymers. Synthetic polymers are man-made polymers. So in the synthetic polymers, the examples are polyethylene, PVC. PVC means what? Polyvinyl chloride, nylon, toluene, etc. So these are the examples of synthetic polymers. So in these chapters, the examples are very important as the exam point of view. Okay, so what are the natural polymers? Cotton, rubber, silk, wool, RNA, DNA, proteins, carbohydrates are the natural polymers. So what are synthetic polymers? Synthetic polymers means they are they are man-made. That is polyethylene, PVC, nylon. These are the synthetic polymers. Now the next type is derived polymers. What is derived polymers? They are the modified forms of natural polymers. तर हे जे नॅचरल पॉलिमर्स आहेत ह्यांचा मॉडिफाईड फॉर्म, द मॉडिफाईड फॉर्म ऑफ नॅचरल पॉलिमर्स is known as derived polymers. There is cellulose, rayon, leather are the modified forms of natural polymers. So these are the classification based on origin. This is a classification based on origin, that is natural polymer, synthetic polymer and derived polymer. Now we will look classification of polymer based on the composition. Okay, classification of polymer based on the composition. Okay, they can be classified into two types, that is organic polymer and inorganic polymer. So here inorganic polymer, the carbon backbone chain is present. तर बघा कंपोजिशन वर आपण ऑर्गॅनिक पॉलिमर आणि इनऑर्गॅनिक पॉलिमर असं डिव्हिजन करतो. तर ऑर्गॅनिक पॉलिमर म्हणजे काय? ते कंटेन द कार्बन बॅकबोन चेन. ओके, सो एक्झाम्पल्स आर रबर, सिल्क, वूल, लेदर एक्सेट्रा. सो दिस आर द एक्झाम्पल्स ऑफ ऑर्गॅनिक पॉलिमर. आणि इनऑर्गॅनिक पॉलिमर म्हणजे द इनऑर्गॅनिक पॉलिमर मीन्स नो कार्बन बॅकबोन चेन, म्हणजे त्यांच्यामध्ये कार्बनची बॅकबोन चेन absent असते. These are called as inorganic polymers. So examples are glass and silicon. So remember that the glass and silicon are the examples of inorganic polymers. Now we will discuss earlier, that is what is homopolymer. Homopolymer means what? They contain the one type of monomer. Okay, here you can say that homopolymer means what? Okay, it contains of one type of monomer. Homopolymer means what? Contain one type of monomer. Example is nylon 6. So this is the example for homopolymer. Always remember that nylon 6 is a homopolymer. Also polyethylene, cellulose, etc. are the examples of homopolymer. Now heteropolymer. Heteropolymer means what? More than one type of monomer. Here you can say that more than one type of monomer. This is known as heteropolymer. Examples are nylon 66, or you can say that nylon 66, proteins and nucleic acids. Okay, nylon 66, proteins and nucleic acids are the examples of heteropolymer. So remember that nylon 6 is an example of homopolymer and nylon 66 is the example of heteropolymer. Okay, so this is the classification of polymer based on the composition. Now we will see the classification. Now we will see the classification based on the method of preparation. Okay, classification based on method of preparation. Okay, so depending on type of polymerization reaction used for polymer synthesis, they can be grouped into two types. Okay, so these are the most important types okay, of method of preparation of polymers. Okay, first is addition polymer and second is condensation polymer. We will discuss first addition polymers. Okay, so what is addition polymers? So addition polymer means what? Formed by addition of polymerization of olefinic alkene monomers. Alkene means olefin means what? Alkene. Alkene means what? Double bond. So polymers formed by addition polymerization of olefin alkene of monomers. Okay, monomers, they are also called a chain growth polymer. Okay, addition polymers are also called as chain growth polymers. And here monomers just add on to form a polymer. ह्याच्यामध्ये काय होतं, फक्त ऍडिशन होते. वी विल याचं एक्झाम्पल आता आपण बघितलं CH2 ची ऍडिशन फक्त होत जाते अशा पद्धतीने. अशी फक्त ऍडिशन होते, ह्यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो, ह्यालाच आपण म्हणतो addition polymers. Addition polymer, this is known as addition polymer. This is only addition of monomers. Addition अशी होत जाते, CH2 then again CH2 again CH2. Due to this, the most important thing in this, due to this addition, the empirical formula of the polymer is same as that of the monomer. Here the empirical formula of the polymer is same as that of the monomer and its molecular weight is equal to the sum of the molecular weights of the number of monomers. म्हणजे बघा, ऍडिशन पॉलिमर मध्ये पॉलिमरचं मॉलिक्युलर वेट हे त्यांच्या मोनोमरचे ऍडिशन असते. इट इज इक्वल टू द सम ऑफ द molecular weight of number of monomers. Okay, and the polymerization reaction are catalyzed by peroxides or acids or Ziegler catalysis. So these are the information of addition polymer. म्हणजे addition polymer म्हणजे काय होतं की फक्त पॉलिमरचे ऍडिशन होते, फक्त पॉलिमरचे ऍडिशन होते. सो एक्झाम्पल्स आर polyethylene, polypropylene, polyvinyl chloride. This is also known as PVC. So this is the example of addition polymers. Okay, addition polymer मध्ये फक्त मोनोमरचे ऍडिशन होते आणि सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये जो काही सम असेल त्या मोनोमरचे तेच त्या पॉलिमरचं मॉलिक्युलर वेट असतं. ओके, now we will discuss the condensation polymers. Okay, so what is condensation polymers? They are the polymers formed by condensation polymerization. The polymers which are formed by condensation polymerization is known as condensation polymers. So here two reactive functional groups, example carboxylic acid, NH2OH, etc. of monomers condensed with the elimination of some molecule like H2O, NH3 and CH3OH. So this reaction is formed by, or the polymers are formed by elimination of some molecules like H2O, NH3, CH3OH, etc. to form a polymer. This is elimination of small molecules like H2O, NH3 and CH3OH to form a polymer. This is known as condensation polymer. So the most important things here, the molecular weight of condensation polymer is less than the sum of the molecular weight of monomeric units condensed to form the polymer. तर बघा, molecular weight of condensation polymer is less than the sum of the molecular weight of monomeric units condensed to form the polymer. तर बघा, ऍडिशन पॉलिमर मध्ये काय असतं की सम ऑफ द मोनोमेरिक युनिट्स हेच त्या पॉलिमरचं मॉलिक्युलर वेट असतं. बट इथं इन दी कंडेन्सेशन पॉलिमर द मॉलिक्युलर वेट ऑफ कंडेन्सेशन polymer is less than the sum of the molecular weights of monomeric units, okay, condensed to form the polymer. Now examples are cellulose, protein, nylon 66, sterling, etc. Okay, cellulose, protein, nylon 66, these are the examples of condensation polymers. So now we will discuss the next type, that is based on on the general physical example of elastomer is a rubber. Okay, so what is elastomer? It is a general term used to describe the rubber or rubber like polymers. Elastomers is a polymer having a high degree of elasticity. तर बघा हाय डिग्री ऑफ इलास्टिसिटी असते तर आपण त्याला ट्रेच करू शकतो. इलास्टोमर म्हणजे काय, आपण रबरला स्ट्रेच करू शकतो. म्हणजे असे जे पॉलिमर आहेत ते त्यांचं ट्रेचिंग होतं आणि आपण जेव्हा ट्रेचिंग किंवा आपण फोर्स जेव्हा आपण ट्रेचिंग फोर्स जेव्हा आपण रिमूव्ह करतो तेव्हा ते त्याच्या ओरिजिनल शेपमध्ये येतात. त्याला आपण इलास्टोमर्स असं म्हणतात. ओके, stretched to 8 times of its original length by applying the stretching force, but when the force is removed, it regains its original form. Okay. It regains its original form. This is known as elastomers. So this is the basic structure of the elastomers. Stretched state. Stretching केल्यावर असं structure दिसतं. Okay. So natural rubber is a elastomer. So best example for this polymer is rubber. Now we'll see the next part in the classification based on general physical properties, that is thermoplastics. So what are thermoplastics? They are the polymers which soften on heating and stiffen, or we can say that hard on cooling. तर बघा thermoplastic म्हणजे काय, जर ते असे those polymers which soften on heating and stiffen, or we can say that hard on cooling. हीट केल्यावरती सॉफ्ट होतात आणि त्याच्यानंतर त्याचं कूलिंग झाल्यावरती परत हार्ड शेपमध्ये येतात. त्यांना आपण काय म्हणतो, थर्मोप्लास्टिक्स. ओके, आणि जेव्हा ते सॉफ्टन स्टेटमध्ये असतं, जेव्हा ते सॉफ्ट असतं तेव्हा आपण त्याचा आकार बदलू शकतो. वी कॅन चेंज द शेप ऑफ द पॉलिमर वेन द पॉलिमर इज इन सॉफ्ट स्टेट. ओके, आणि परत ते हार्ड होतं ऑन कूलिंग. आपण जेव्हा कूलिंग करतो ते हार्ड होतं. ओके, सो दिस इज thermoplastic polymers. म्हणजे काय, the polymers which soften on heating and hard on cooling. Okay, so this is thermoplastics. So example is the plastics. Example is a plastic. So this is structure of the thermoplastic polymer. So this is, we can draw like this. This is the setting. They are the polymers which change to an infusible and insoluble mass on heating. तर ते insoluble mass on heating होतं and they become permanently hard. तर काय होतं, जेव्हा ते मोल्टन स्टेटमध्ये येतात तेव्हा ते परमनंटली त्या स्टेटमध्ये राहतात. सो दिस इज नोन एज थर्मोसेटिंग. Now we will see the last classification of polymer based on the structure. Last classification based on the structure. A polymer is said to be linear if it has only two ends. Okay, तर बघा, a polymer is said to be linear if it has only two end per molecule. तर हा एक एंड इथे बघू शकता, लिनियर पॉलिमर्स. याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला 3 टाईप बघायचे आहेत, लिनियर पॉलिमर, ब्रँच्ड पॉलिमर अँड क्रॉस लिंक्ड पॉलिमर. सो दिस आर दी 3 classes or structures of polymers based on the structure. A polymer is said to be linear if it is only end residues per molecule. And the another structure is branched polymer. So this is linear polymer, the branched polymer, and this is cross-linked polymer. So on the structure they are classified in linear polymer, branched polymer, and cross-linked polymer. So 3D structure of cross-linked polymer is also known as network. So it is also known as network polymers. So this is a classification of polymer. So we see there are of polymers.